Adam, the week break is a bit different going to a final, having such a long period between games.
Yeah, it is a little bit different. Yep, but it gives us a chance to recuperate. Especially our last month's been pretty big with our travel and some performances away from home have been really important to get us where we are in the ladder. So we'll take the break. I think you'll probably see more players be available next week across the 8 teams, which is a good thing for the comp. Whether the bye's going to last or not, that's up for debate. But look, I think the AFL have packed this weekend with some pretty good things, with the EJ Whitten game and the women's game, All Australian tonight, and obviously State League finals as well. So there'll be a bit of footy over the weekend.
Is there any risk, you've been in such good form over the last month or so, is there any risk that it might sort of kill a little bit that momentum that you've been able to build?
I'm not. I don't think so. Yeah, I think we're treating it as a like the bye we had during the year. It's a shorter break than most with the Thursday game. We'll use it as more opportunity to train. We haven't had a chance to train too much lately, so I think we'll use it to our advantage.
So obviously you're now able to plan for that bye in the mid-season because you know you're playing after, but is it hard to plan for something in advance if you don't know you're in finals until 3 or 4 weeks out?
Oh, no. We've been planning for a while, yeah, so what you've got to wait for is when you're going to play, because if you play on Thursday or a Sunday, it's a pretty big difference. So we're professional enough to roll with that though, and I'm sure the Bulldogs are as well.
How's Scotty Lycett pulled up?
Yeah, he's okay. I mean, he's been dealing with that PCL, probably since round 10. So he's one that's definitely going to benefit from the break.
Yeah, what do the scans show?
He's sore. He's fine. He'll be okay. We'll see how he trains during the week, but yeah, we think he's going to be available.
Is there any risk that another knock that could kind of put him out?
Yeah. Yep.
So how do you kind of weigh up that risk?
It's what we've got to do. Is got to weigh it up. I don't think any long-term damage is the risk. It's more getting through a game.
Yeah. Do you expect him to play more up forward now, just to try to?
We need to assess that. Yeah, it's a bit early. It's 7 days before we play, so you're asking questions. Ask me on Monday those questions.
Yeah.
We're still working through just him having a quiet week.
I guess having Giles put in such a good effort on the weekend, is that kind of is a pressure on?
Well, he needs support. There's one thing that's fact. Yeah, we can't expect Scott to ruck the whole game. And we started with Gilesy on the weekend, and he produced a really good game for us. So I'd assume he'd do the same this week.
What do you do with East Perth this week in terms of holding players over or trying to play them to give them a chance of playing finals for you? Is that a hard assignment for you over the next 48 hours?
Yeah, it will be. I don't think we'll dismiss if you play at East Perth this week, you're unavailable for the next game. But we need to manage some players, I reckon, through some of those games and probably hold some over.
Can you give us a thought, like Mackenzie, Nelson has been pretty good and one of those players?
Yeah, I would have thought some obvious guys there who are available for selection that, we'll have a squad of players, Redden, Nelson, those types. Everyone who's sort of contributed this year at senior level is probably in the mix. So we're working through that. We're training today, we're training on Saturday, and we're training on Monday. So obviously we need to make a decision pretty quickly for the East Perth games on Sunday. But we'll work our way through that today.
You've got a few All-Australian boys. Have they travelled over?
Yeah, they'll travel. Yep.
Is that how many?
I can't. I'm not quite sure of the fine, but I'm not going to even go near there. But there's some guys who made All-Australian, which we're really proud of, but that'll get decided tonight.
Does that hinder your prep at all?
A little bit, yeah. It's something that, look, I think one of the reasons why they put the buy-in is so everyone can attend, but it's another trip over East, and it's they missed training today, and but that's just the way it is.
Without throwing you under the bus, would you have had a preference for them to stay?
Yeah. Of course, yeah. One less travel, but we also respect the award and the recognition. So, yeah, and the demands.
So you weren't given the option, Adam?
No.
We'll just ask about Jeremy McGovern, who is potentially one of them. Best defender in the comp right now. Would you be prepared to put in there at number one?
No, he's probably one of our best defenders. So, you know, we have different rating systems at every club, and the way we rate our defenders is really important for us, and how he goes about it, and his leadership that he's developing. And he's had a pretty good year for us. So if that's been recognised throughout the comp as one of the better defenders, I think it has. Whether he's the best or not, it just depends on how you rate them. I mean, there's some really good defenders out there, great lockdown, tall defenders, and there's some really good rebounding, aggressive, offensive defenders as well. And I'd like to think Gov's a bit of both.
When you first raised the idea with him of training as a defender to give him flexibility, did you think he could get to this kind of level of consistency?
That's a good question. Probably, yeah. I thought he's had this natural ability to play the game. I think he was drafted as a forward, and through necessity we tried him down back, and he's just grown to the role really well. He does it his own way, and he still adapts around what we need to do, but he's had probably 2 consistent years really.
Adam, Essendon's expressed some interest in Eric McKinsey, who's obviously not in your 22 at the moment. I think he's contracted next year. Is he a player you would want here at the club next year?
Yeah, look, I'm reluctant to talk about trades while we're right in the middle of a finals campaign, and I'm sure Essendon would take the conversation back if they could. It's okay if you're out of the finals, but to talk about other clubs who've got players playing finals footy, I think we need to hold back on that. And that's one of the, I suppose, the drawbacks of having a bye. There's all this trade talk happening this week because there's a bit more time. And I think we need to respect the fact that this team's still playing in finals and individuals still fighting for spots. So I'll pull back on that answer.